Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Deep Impact Podcast. I'm your host this evening, Bo Walker, and I am joined by Mr. James Piazza, Mr. Marcus Carson.
What up, y'all?
And for the first time since we've started the draft, our little boys finally picked up his first victory, Mr. Jason Cephas.
Yay, now I'm the only one
he's got a
hero. That's awesome.
Applause. Hold the applause, please. 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 Really. You're too kind. Seriously.
Oh, I forgot to vote, though. I mean, it's obviously
You
too late.
wasted money on a crown just to spite us to do that?
It's like $5 though.
I have a championship belt right here. He's allowed to have a crown.
I have a piece of paper that says I own part of the Packers. I guess we all have useless things.
I have part of
not me. I don't. I have a
part
rock.
of Scotland.
I have a rock.
I got a rock.
I
So
actually
speaking of like stupid, useless
Yep.
things, not that it's stupid.
Baker Mayfield.
No.
Oh,
Well, does anybody else have and again, they're not stupid, but does anybody else have a collection of like
Yes.
random cups in their house that they just
Yep.
keep random things?
my wife, Ray Dunn.
No, I don't mean like that. Like I have this from a Brewfest. I've got a cup from like a Pirates game. I have a cup from a Royals game. Like, am I the only one that keeps like cups from random places?
No, I got a bunch from Ogilvy Fest last year.
I mean, I've got Ogilvy Fest mugs.
Somehow I ended up with.
mug. I have a Hofbrauhaus mug.
Yep. Somehow I
I have
ended
two
up
plastic cups that say not alcohol.
with. Yeah. Somehow I ended up with 3 pitchers and 2 mugs from Ogilvy Fest last year. I only
missing
bought
a picture
one.
somewhere.
I only bought 1 pitcher. I didn't see you. You weren't. You weren't with me at Ogilvy Fest last year.
No, where was I last year?
Dramatic pause.
Sorry, I had to communicate with my wife to see if she knew where I was.
Can we go to Ogilvy Fest again this year?
Yes, podcasting it.
What weekend is it?
Live from the beer tent.
I think it's always the first weekend in October.
Yes.
Yeah, but full weekend.
I'll look it up while we're doing this episode.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Cool.
sure. Well, before we get into some other talk, I did want to mention, I know most of you guys aren't race fans, but Carlos Sainz, who races for Ferrari and Formula One, just won the British Grand Prix this past weekend. And I think, if I am correct, I would have to double check, but I think he's only like the second ever Spanish driver to win a Grand Prix.
There you go.
So why are you sad?
Were you not the first?
No, Ogilvy First is October 7th, 8th, and 9th.
Ogilvy Fest.
Why is that sad?
Because, I mean, James will be home.
Yeah,
That's
we
right.
got Friday night.
Okay.
We could go Friday night. I can't
Well,
do
I don't know
anything.
if James can go most of the night.
I can't do anything Sunday because that's my mother-in-law's birthday and I'm supposed to be at the lake.
I never
But,
said anything about Sunday. We can go Friday.
Listen, they have shuttles that they'll drive you to your cabin.
I'm not paying for a shuttle.
No, it's a free shuttle. They drive you on golf carts.
Okay.
Yeah, that, and then the Hampton's free too. The Hampton brings a shuttle to you.
Yeah, they're the one that picked us up after your wedding after everyone left us there.
I wonder if I think my buddy still works there. If he works there,
He completely ignored the fact.
If
He
not, we'll take a
completely
road
ignored
trip.
that, by the way.
said what? What did I ignore?
That the shuttle from the Hampton came and picked us up after you deserted us at your wedding.
I didn't desert you. Y'all are dumb people who decided not to bring your own vehicles.
You told us not
You told
to.
us not to.
I don't think that happened. It probably
That's
did.
exactly
I don't
what
remember.
happened.
Nope,
I don't
that's
remember
exactly what
when it
happened.
That's exactly what happened.
Jason can attest. He was there, wasn't he?
Yep.
I had my car. All I know is I had my car.
Well, yeah, you had.
No, you didn't. You went back. No, you went back in a group, and they said they'd come back for us and never did.
Nope, I had Amanda's car.
Don't think.
Yeah.
I'm
Telling the
positive. I
truth.
put the
Mark
just
told us all
married.
to leave.
I put
Yeah,
the just
everybody, hey, leave
married
your cars at the
magnets on the
Hampton.
car.
Leave your cars at the Hampton. Everything will be fine. You
Yes.
guys we'll get you rides back while I drive back after my own wedding and leave you guys stranded here 20 blocks away from where you're supposed to be.
Sorry, okay.
There is photo evidence of this too.
There is photo evidence.
I didn't desert you. I just didn't stay with you. I knew where you were, and there was somebody coming for you.
After an hour
Well, you weren't.
My
You-
ass was sore from sitting on those
That's
steps.
not
on
my
those
fault.
concrete steps.
We contemplated just walking back, to be honest.
It would have been a long walk, but
that's
Yeah,
legitimately that's legitimately one of my favorite pictures from the wedding.
It's just
of all of us just pissed off on those stairs.
Because I'm pretty sure it was almost the entire wedding party, except
Yeah.
for Mark and Amanda.
Yeah.
Oh no, I wasn't there either.
Where were
Oh, you
you
were
at?
there? I thought you were there.
I went back to the hotel with my parents.
Oh.
Because I had to help, because my dad was sloshed, so he didn't know where he was.
Not to interrupt, but hey, Bo, what are you drinking?
Water tonight.
You're never allowed to say that no one drinks on this podcast except you again.
I know. Well, because here's my reasoning. I've had a drink every night for the past week, so I was like, I'm gonna drink some water and rehydrate myself.
I have not.
I'm drinking Snoop Dogg's gin.
I'm drinking a Bush Apple. All right, let's get away from wedding talk. Before we do, I got asked to officiate another wedding. By the way,
there you go. Are you gonna wear a poncho and a sombrero?
Yeah. No,
Please.
it's one of Maddie's friends. They asked me to do it.
The question still stands.
I'm not.
If they're asking someone from the ordained Universal Life Church, you'd better be wearing a poncho, a sombrero, and a fake mustache. That's all I have to say.
I got a real mustache.
Okay, you do actually have enough of a mustache at this point to be able to pull it off. That's getting impressive.
I had to shave all mine off. I kept biting it, and it was getting annoying.
Yeah, that's.
Mark, do you want to go see Top Gun and then shave our beards and just leave the mustache?
If we go see Top Gun, I have to invite Bobby C. But other than that, we can go.
Okay. Anyhow, back to the episode. So we're going to talk a little bit about some sports news that happened today. The illustrious, fantastic, one-of-a-kind, once-in-a-lifetime quarterback.
What are you fucking talking about?
Baker Mayfield got traded. So now the Carolina Panthers have to choose between the shitstorm that's Baker Mayfield and the dumpster fire that's Sam Darnold for who's going to be their quarterback.
Hey, I would take Sam Darnold to any of our three.
Don't they also still have Cam Newton?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, they don't.
Who's he play for? Patriots still technically?
No, because the Patriots traded him to Carolina, and he played the last 2 or 3 games in Carolina.
I don't know why that sounds familiar, but you might be totally bullshitting everything, but I kind of believe you.
I'm almost. I mean,
Cam Newton's a free agent.
I was gonna say, who was the last team he played for? Carolina, right?
Carolina.
Okay, so he got traded to from New England to Carolina because Mac Jones is going to be
average
insane.
At best.
You bite your tongue there, pal.
Just did.
You really think he's just going to be average at best?
I think he'll be a little bit above average because of Belichick's system, but I don't think he's a good quarterback.
He'll be the second best quarterback that was a rookie last year.
Out of what options?
Who was a rookie last year? The quarterback.
I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
I don't remember who all the rookie quarterbacks were.
He's second best than him. You have no basis for your statement.
Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow's not a rookie.
Joe Burrow wasn't a rookie last year.
Yeah, he was a rookie. What, 2 years ago he was a rookie?
Yeah, he was drafted number 1 overall 2 years ago.
Or was Mac Jones drafted 2 years ago then?
Dude,
they're the same draft class?
I'm pretty sure he came out of the same draft class as Joe Burrow. Baker Mayfield got traded to the Carolina Panthers, and now
still probably top half
for an additional 5th-round pick in 2024. So I texted.
They liked him that much that I paid him.
I know. I texted.
I've always been saying.
I texted my brother who lives down in Charlotte. Was like, "Hey, it looks like you're getting Baker Mayfield down there." And he goes, "Yeah, I'm excited. The Steelers play the Panthers. I get to go watch the Steelers kick his ass again." But yeah, it should be.
Legit question though: who's Cleveland's next man up if Deshaun doesn't play? Because it's looking less and less like he will.
Baker Mayfield.
Exactly, that's the question.
The Cleveland Browns, just Cleveland Brown.
Ask me how excited I am for all of this. I hate it.
I hate to say it, but my gosh, as much as I like some of your players and your coach, that organization might be worst.
Honestly,
next to the Pittsburgh Pirates, it might be the worst organization in professional sports.
I might be done with them. I might be
Who'd
done
you?
with them.
Honest question. Who'd you go to? Like, if you switch fan bases, who would you like to see win the most? Like,
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I would probably do what I do with baseball now and just kind of like follow along and not really cheer for a team. Like I can't. I'm going on a rant here. I'm sorry. It's been building for weeks and years and a lifetime, and I hate it here. But
I hate it here.
Like, this is a prison on the planet. Bullshit.
You can't be happy with this franchise. You can't. You can't. I don't care what anybody says. What's the best thing that we have looked forward to since 2000, since they came back in 1999? What's the best thing that we've had to look forward to?
A playoff
win in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
That's it. One singular playoff win. Woo!
Yeah.
You get quarterback after quarterback after quarterback thinking maybe this is the one, and they suck. You finally get one that maybe has hope and maybe has promise, and he does. He leads you to the playoffs.
Won the playoff game.
He wins a playoff game. He becomes the first Browns quarterback to do anything since freaking Bernie Kosar. And what happens after one bad year that he played injured? You can him.
I honestly thought that, not stats-wise, but I thought performance-wise, this year was one of his best years, too, from what I saw of him.
Yeah, he was hurt.
He was hurt, but his decision-making got exceptionally better. He had less to work with. Both of his wide receivers just totally checked out, and his running backs were at 100%. I was more impressed by him this year than I've ever been by him, too. And because they they sold their souls to get a very high reward if you got it right, but so high risk that it's just not worth it at all.
Exactly. You can ask Mark. I was not a fan of that trade when it went down because it was too much of a risk.
Too much guaranteed that they had to give up as well, and that's a thing. No. It's like
and even if he does play,
you're better off. You're better off risking a first or second round pick. Yeah, you're better off risking a first or second round pick in the draft, drafting quarterbacks for the next 5 years than you were guaranteeing a contract to a player that may or may not ever play again, and getting rid of your adequate guy. I mean, I think Baker's more than adequate. I think he's better than Mac Jones.
I get.
I don't understand. If they have any idea what they're doing.
Might not.
I seriously question that. It makes no sense. Why on earth would you go and get Deshaun Watson? Is he a good player? Yes. Is he going to play? So why pick him up? Why pick him up if you knew that he might not be playing for the entire year, even if it's 4 or so games? Why would you even take the risk?
Yeah, and the thing is you're guaranteeing that money to him that is going into your salary against the salary cap, and he may not ever play.
Exactly. That's it makes
ever. It's not just this year. I mean, if these lawsuits actually add up, he may not ever play.
Yeah, I know. I don't understand. And I said the same thing about when they first got Odell Beckham Jr. I said the same thing. It's too much baggage. Yeah. Too much baggage. And what happens? He comes here and he sucks. He didn't do anything. Didn't do anything for us.
Yeah.
Was he hurt 1 year? Yeah. But when he was healthy, he still didn't do anything. He might as well have been hurt again.
No. And that's the thing is I can't stand Baker Mayfield. I mean, not just because he played for a division team. It's because I don't think he's that great of a player. But he's not that much lower on the scale compared to him just turning it on when he left Cleveland to go and win a Super Bowl with the Rams and perform adequately. He clearly was not trying. He had nothing invested in it and did not care in the slightest. I mean, he just was not giving Cleveland his skill set when he was there either. No, The organization is terrible.
Like I genuinely think I might be done.
I love fired up Jason. Can I just say?
I might. That might be it. Honestly, it might be it. Like I don't know if I can take any more. I don't.
To call out an old Family Guy joke, since Jason's done with his rant. Now, what the hell does rant mean?
Like I just honestly, like, nothing they do makes sense, or everything they do doesn't make sense. Like Johnny Manziel, why take the risk with him?
Oh, I feel about Kenny Pickett.
Johnny Manziel and Baker Mayfield are the same person, except Baker Mayfield has talent.
Well, Johnny Manziel had a little bit of talent.
Well, I think
he's doing pretty good in that Arena Football League.
Is he still playing in the Arena League? Why are we talking? No. I'm not going as low as talking about Johnny Manziel. All right, we're switching topics for everybody's sake, for Jason's sake, and for
Jason's sanity.
I didn't get to participate.
It was 15 minutes of Jason ranting about the Browns. Honestly,
like I'm sweating right now.
I love when Jason gets heated about football. It's about how shitty the Browns are. It's great. It's a great segment.
Like, when I might be done.
When football season rolls around, we're gonna have a segment with Jason. Like I'm trying to think of a name. Something with
boiling brownies.
There it is.
And like okay.
Oh, here we go again.
Going back to this, like, you can't be happy about anything. A couple years ago, they go, "Oh, we're gonna get new jerseys." They're the same ones that you had before you rebrand.
Yeah, but jerseys are the least of a fan's concern.
Well, I get that, but and even when they went back in like 2014 or whatever and did the rebrand,
I would argue
the orange.
I think something had to happen.
Hold on, we got to keep the temperature on high here. Like, Jason, go.
Like
when he simmers,
make him adjust his hat again.
Yeah. Oh my god! Like I hate it. I hate it. Like.
Okay, I think he's turned down to like a 2 right now. So he came off the stove.
There had to be something that happened internally, because the Browns have never been like this with every position. It's always been the quarterback position. They always seem to like.
What do you mean something had to have happened internally? Like
Baker and before the whole before they got Deshaun, and then they just burned that bridge there.
They've definitely burned bridges before and taken stupid risks. I mean, this is one that kind of like Jason mentioned with OBJ.
It's a lot of but OBJ was really good until him and Baker. OBJ, I want to say, was really good. What?
Guess who the Browns play fucking week 1?
Carolina, and I hope Baker Mayfield drops 56 on them. I hope he does.
Is it in Carolina or in Cleveland?
It's in Carolina.
That's upsetting.
I hope Baker drops 56 on them and shuts them out entirely.
Myles Garrett is gonna hit Baker Mayfield.
Carolina's got 2 really good running backs now.
Oh God!
I never thought I'd say this, but I really hope a defensive end does not hit Baker Mayfield in that game. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
I hate Myles Garrett just as much as I hate Baker.
Well, that was a meme I saw. Myles Garrett going to tackle Baker Mayfield.
I hope he slips and hurts his ankle or something on his way.
All right,
that lady in the bar.
Regardless, so.
All right, let's move off of the NFL and let's move to college. So we talked about it a little bit on the episode that we recorded on the 4th of July called The Soft Landing, about the Big Ten the Big Ten realignment. Realignment, yes. I got their opinions. James, what is your opinion on it? With USC and UCLA joining the Big Ten.
I don't like it. I mean, of course, you'd rather, like, I'd rather them move to the Big Ten than the SEC, because I don't want the SEC to become the only conference. But like, I like regional.
Yes.
I like regional college football to a large extent. I think they can cover a large area, but you now have 2 huge outliers in Southern California. The furthest west they go now, or prior to this, was Nebraska. and the furthest east that they went prior to Maryland and Rutgers joining was Penn State.
Yes.
So it's like you definitely had that Eastern Midwest region covered for a long time. And now instead of expanding that, you're making a stretch with Maryland and then Rutgers. But now you're adding, yes, they're two powerhouses, but it's literally becoming the North and the South of football. I mean,
yes.
The Big 12 is dead. The ACC was never really alive until Clemson started winning. Now the Pac-12 is absolutely dead because they only have Oregon and maybe Washington, and those schools just don't have the repertoire to keep up with USC, UCLA.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Aren't there a couple other teams that are now joining the Pac-12 though?
Well, yeah, but who the hell are they going to be?
That's why I can't remember.
I mean, yeah, it makes the championship simpler, but
I think there'll be.
Sorry,
I would argue that there will be two conferences in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I really do think,
or two that matter. I mean,
yeah.
Could you imagine an out? Yeah. Could you imagine if a team compete now? Literally every one of the playoff spots is going to be all four. If they don't expand it, is going to be Big Ten or SEC. It's probably going to be 2 or 3 SEC teams and 1 or 2 Big Ten teams, and that's going to be every single year rotating. And maybe one will get an off 4th seed, but they're not going to stand a chance. It's going to be like Cincinnati was last year.
So I apologize.
I would have much rather added Cincinnati, even though Cincinnati's not as good of a program. But I'd much rather add either WVU or WVU and Cincinnati to keep it more regional.
I agree.
I mean, I think that's what you should focus on, not even Pitt. I mean,
yeah, it wasn't teams looking to join the Pac-12. I apologize. It was teams looking to join the Big 12 from the Pac-12. It was Arizona, Arizona State, Oregon, Colorado, Utah, and Washington were looking to leave the Pac-12 and go to the Big 12.
Well, that would actually make the Big 12 somewhat of a conference. That would totally kill the Pac-12, but that would at least make the Big 12 somewhat competitive with the absence of Oklahoma and Texas.
That's what I was just going to say.
But I think it would at least make them somewhat competitive with numbers, because at least those are bigger schools. I mean, those are moderate-sized schools. Those are the schools like Iowa and the schools like Northwestern size that are ones in the Big Ten that are kind of shit, but it would at least
you would
buff
still
them
have
with
Oregon,
numbers in competition.
Utah, Arizona, they would be basically running that division.
Yeah, and WVU's not a laughing stock. They're not good, but K-State isn't a laughing stock. Kansas sucks, but
WVU's got some good uniforms this season, though. Did you see those, James?
No.
They're renewing they're renewing the rivalry with Pitt this year.
Oh yeah, Backyard Brawl's coming back.
Backyard Brawl and
High State plays Notre Dame this year. For the first time in a long Ohio State plays Notre Dame this year for the first time in 15, 20 years too. Which
7:30 on ABC. But anyhow, the WVU's uniforms are all white, but except for the blue lettering, they've got a blue patch on their sleeve here, and in the sleeve, it's the highway system of West Virginia. And
that's okay. I'm not a fan of white primary uniforms though.
No, it's just special for that game.
Oh, okay. That's kind of cool.
It's just a special for that game.
Mm-hmm. It's like their country roads.
Yes. It's called their country roads uniform.
I just want to picture John Denver on both sides of the helmet and both sides of the jersey. Don't put names, don't put a logo, just play with a T-shirt and his face on it.
But so sticking with NCAA, I actually have a couple trivia questions here for you guys. Okay, James, this is not related to the trivia, but I sent a picture in our group chat with a thing that I saw about having 10 different conferences for the NCAA, okay? And it has the complete realignment. I want you to take a look at it and tell me what you think. I'm just curious on what your opinion is, because look at Ohio State's. It's the Great Mid-East.
Yeah, that Michigan. Besides that Michigan and Michigan State. Yeah, that
it'd be 4
sucks.
teams that would compete for that conference every year.
Exactly. I mean,
Maybe
if you
5.
look at the Deep South, it'd be the same thing: Florida, Florida State, Georgia, Miami.
No, I'd say 2 teams have a chance in the Deep South.
Florida and Georgia.
No, I'd say Georgia and UCF because UCF has been at least recently.
I don't think UCF's on the same tier as a Georgia or a Florida though.
Yeah, but Miami too. Miami historically is a great program that always recruits. So it's like even if their record sucks, they're going to be a good program like USC. Even if they have a couple 3 or 4 win seasons, they're still going to get 5-star recruits. Whereas
the Southwest
UAB is not going to. Yeah, what'd you say, Southwest or whatever?
The Southwest Conference, though it would mostly be Baylor and Oklahoma. I think it'd be cool to see a lot of those Texas teams in the same conference. I don't know if they currently are.
Well, it is. That is. Well, no, I was going to say just this picture has it. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, prior to
the Southern Methodist, which is, I think that's in Texas. You got Texas A&M, Texas Tech.
They were all in the Big 12 until Texas left, though. Not SMU, but TCU, Texas Tech, and Texas A&M. I'm pretty sure we're all in.
I was gonna say,
Baylor, we're all in the Big 12.
Ooh, if you put Hawaii in the Pac-12, you could do my. When I used to play NCAA football, I still play NCAA 14. I always controlled Hawaii, and I always created like a fake game like every year. Like a fake trophy because you could, the rivalry trophy. So I always created a fake rivalry trophy called the Golden Pineapple, and it was Hawaii versus California, and it was always the Warriors and the Golden Bears playing for the Golden Pineapple.
That's a great idea.
I can honestly say though that the Mid-American would just be ran by Notre Dame.
The Mid-American, let's see.
Yeah.
It's Illinois.
Oh my God! Yeah, Notre Dame would stomp.
The Sun Belt, honestly,
Tennessee's not bad.
Notre Dame though would be interesting.
The what?
Because WVU and Notre Dame, I think, would be interesting. I think Notre Dame would win.
Yeah,
interesting.
I honestly think that the best conference on this group that I sent out is the Sun Belt.
I think Mid-Atlantic is probably the best balanced.
Mid-Atlantic,
truthfully.
Well, besides Clemson.
Well, yeah. It's because the Mid-Atlantic, because they're all basketball teams.
Is that Appalachian State?
Yeah, it's out of Boone County.
And then who's the C with minor? The minor acts.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. The Sun Belt, in my opinion, is probably the best. Is probably going to be the toughest conference. Alabama, Auburn, LSU, Mississippi State, Ole Miss, Arkansas.
I mean, that's essentially the SEC West right now.
What'd you say, Mark?
In the Sun Belt, they put Tulane's old logo in there, which is like my favorite one.
Yeah.
The little fighting green wave.
Let's move on to this next one, which is questions for you guys. I want you to give me your top 3 choices. We're going to go each conference here of the Power 5. Which are the top 3 toughest places to play in each conference? And we'll start with the ACC.
No, I mean, dude, I know nothing about their environments. I only know how good the teams have been in recent.
Yeah, I mean, you could also judge it off of that as well.
Yeah, but dude, I think this is too, because I'm just go with Mark's.
All right, Mark, what you got?
Well, what's your first conference?
I said ACC.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right, ACC. And we're doing the 3 toughest?
Yeah, top 3 toughest.
Florida State, Clemson. Ooh. I'm stuck between 2.
What are the 2?
Virginia and Virginia Tech.
Okay, one of them is on the list.
Did I get the other 2?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, we're guessing. We're not like giving our opinions.
No, just give me a guess.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
Virginia Tech.
Okay. James, I'll just tell you right now, Mark got all 3 of the ACC.
Okay, good. That was the one.
Number 3 is Florida State, Virginia Tech, and then Clemson is number 1.
And who's this rated by? Like, who says these are the toughest places to play? Where'd you get the stat from?
I got this off of a Facebook page.
Oh, okay. So this wasn't like from players or coaches.
No.
It was just
Clemson for sure was my number 1. Yes. I'd have flipped the bottom 2 though. You said Florida State was 3. I'd have put them at 2. Virginia Tech at 2.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on to the Big 10.
Oh, not even
Michigan, Penn State, Ohio State,
Penn State. Yeah.
Say those
in order.
Okay. Huh? I heard one of the correct answers on this list.
We all said
there are three of the
Penn
four
State,
biggest stadiums
Ohio
in North
State,
America.
Michigan.
So
yes, and only one of them was on this list.
What?
yeah,
Yes. Number 3 they had number 3 as Nebraska, the Cornhuskers. Number 2, Iowa, and number 1 Penn State.
Now,
there is no way that the Big House, again, as much of an Ohio State
I agree.
fan,
I agree.
The Big House being the biggest stadium, the second biggest stadium in the world, like next to that stadium in North Korea, that is not in the top 3.
I agree with you.
14 teams,
did that stadium in North Korea or South Korea, whatever, did that drop the Big House to 3 then? Because I thought there was a stadium in
this was when I saw this list years ago. I don't know.
It don't matter.
I know that the stadium in North Korea was 1 and the Big House was 2 at the time. It could have been passed, who knows? But
for sure the Big House is 1 or 2. It's number 1 in North America.
I think it's top 5 in total, like in the totality of college football. I mean, but
it's the biggest stadium in North America.
Yeah,
for sure.
109,000 plus.
107.
It's what?
It says 107,000 according to this list.
No, I think it's like 100 and something, and the
Ohio State's 104. Penn State's I thought 106. Tennessee's 3rd, so Tennessee is in between.
Actually, no, Michigan is 3rd. Michigan is 3rd.
It's 107,601. That's right, because the 1 is I think it's the guy that started the football team there. He always has an empty seat.
Yeah.
Like a POW seat at Ohio Stadium.
It's whoever. Yeah, it's like whoever started it.
The place in North Korea is number 2 with 114,000, and there is a stadium that was built in India which seats 132,000, and it's a cricket.
Okay, that wasn't on the list at the time where I looked, so that's
all right. But anyhow,
we got a couple more conferences. We'll move kind of fast though.
Big 12.
Big 12. Oklahoma.
Texas,
and probably A&M.
Oklahoma, Iowa State, and WVU.
This is wrong. See, this list that I have is wrong because this has WVU in the ACC.
That is not.
Yeah, that's never been. No, they were in the Big East before the Big 12.
Yeah. Let's go with Pac-12.
USC, Cal, Oregon.
Yes.
Are you serious?
Yeah, Oregon's on the list.
Oh, I got 1. Great.
You got 1.
How the hell is USC and Cal not?
I don't know. This list has
obnoxious.
Oregon, Washington, and Utah. And last but not least, the South SEC.
Bama, Auburn, Miami.
Bama, Georgia, Florida.
Mark, I am very disappointed that you did not pick LSU again.
Oh, I forgot about LSU.
LSU, Florida, and Texas A&M.
Texas A&M's not in the Big 12. They're in the SEC.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
The last question I have for you guys before we go to the draft. Okay? College football related.
Yes, sir.
What is the number
Alabama.
1? No, shut up.
That got under his skin so bad.
Shut up.
What is the number 1 overall college brand in college?
God.
Oregon.
Alabama. Alabama or USC?
Okay. Jason said
Oregon. There's
Jason
another one that it very might be. I want to say my honorable mention. That's not my pick, but I bet I know what it is after Mark's done.
What's your honorable? No, I guess I should say mine.
Yeah, say yours first.
I don't know. Trying to think of some jagaloon that doesn't like sports that wear college gear. What are they wearing?
Yep. That's exactly what I'm thinking of.
Harvard.
No, Notre Dame.
Oh, that's a lot better. So that Harvard was my fake guess. I'm not taking Notre Dame. My honest guess, probably slightly biased, simply because I think you could go almost anywhere and see it. I think that's a big thing with most of the big schools, though. But my guess is going to be Ohio State.
So the top 5: Michigan, Alabama.
Okay.
Oh, that Michigan was 5, Alabama's 4. That makes sense.
Texas, Notre Dame.
There you go.
Really, Ohio State is bigger than Notre Dame, and I wouldn't think that, because it's like,
Yep.
the thing is like, you can be anywhere in the country and find Notre Dame fans because they're not in a conference, and so like, so they have fans everywhere.
Yeah.
Like Ohio State fans have fans everywhere,
They
but
travel.
at the same, but it does, yeah, and we travel and stuff like that. But I mean, you're gonna find more Notre Dame fans in random cities than you are outside of the Ohio Big Ten area.
Yeah,
like
I get it.
that's the only reason I would think Notre Dame would be bigger. But then again, I think Alabama would be bigger than Ohio State at this point too. And USC, I'm shocked, is not on that list. So
USC, I'll tell you where USC was. USC was 22nd. All right, and we are going to get started with our draft this evening, and we're doing something that is very near and dear to my heart, at least I know. And that is, joke? I said my heart, but kind of, because we're talking about snack cakes. Little Debbie, Hostess, off-brand, Walmart's, whatever kind you like, all of them.
All I'm saying is this is going to be a sweet draft.
Shut the fuck up.
God, your dad jokes suck.
I mean, I'm a dad.
All right. So we're going to the draft order this week. Boys, put your choices in the chat. And we are starting with Mr. Jason. Do not put your frickin' crown back on. We're starting with
He's allowed to wear his damn crown.
All right.
Should I start off kind of pandering, or should I take what I...
You do, Jason. James, do whatever you think will get you your first win, buddy.
You guys are mean.
Wow, Bo, you're a dick.
I'm sorry. Anyway, draft order is going to be James, Mark, me, and then Jason.
Okay. What? First one is going to be Cosmic Brownies.
Well, James might have just won it.
Yeah. Nope.
Do you not like Cosmic Brownies, Mark?
I don't. Okay.
I know what Mark's going to take first.
I had a Cosmic Brownie today.
No, you don't, because that's going to be an unpopular pick. I'm taking Jason's first pick.
You jag off! I hate you.
I mean, I'm 99.7% sure I'm taking Jason's first pick. However, I like Cosmic Brownies, but occasionally, not 100% of the time.
They're not my favorite, but I take the
little crunchy candies off the top. I enjoy the brownies. I just don't care for them crunchy.
That's blasphemy.
Number 2, and what's going to cause me to win in Jason's first pick, Swiss rolls.
You motherfucker! That's what I would have picked as my number one. I literally have a thing of Swiss rolls here.
Ew. Yeah. I'm just gonna let you wear my crown.
Ho-hos are not as good as Swiss rolls. Hot take or not hot take, Swiss rolls are better.
Oh, absolutely.
Not even close, dude. It's not even close.
All right. Since Mark took my number 1 overall pick, hands down, have them. Wait, hold on. When it comes to Swiss rolls, is James eating a Swiss roll right now?
No.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you eat them room temperature or cold?
Room temp, bro.
No. You got to throw them in the fridge.
I'm not adverse to eating a chilled Little Debbie.
Never.
But I'm usually way too impatient, and by the time they leave Kroger and get to my house, there's probably 8-pack left.
Do yourselves a favor.
Eat the entire box in one day.
Do yourselves a favor and toss them in the fridge and give it a good old college try. All right.
I will try that.
Now, with the number 3 pick, oatmeal cream pies.
Piece of shit.
Sorry.
That honest to God, that was going to be my next pick. That is, I would almost probably get that over a Swiss roll most of the time, but I think I like Swiss rolls better.
Why did I pick Cosmic Brownies? I thought that's what was going to be number 1 on everybody's list.
Nah, Cosmic Brownie didn't make my top 5.
It'd be on my top 5. I had one today, like I said.
I'm not a Cosmic Brownie fan. I mean, I like them, but I'm just not a fan.
All right.
That'd have been in my top 5, but there'd probably been 3 or 4.
Yeah, let's go, King.
These would have been my first 2.
Jason, just in case you don't understand the rules, it's a snake draft. So since you got the last pick, you get the first one in the next round. So you pick.
Listen, he's finished.
We've had the first. We've had the first pick multiple times, Mark. We understand.
That's right. Jason has been the first pick multiple times. That's right.
I have 2.
And it's not King. It's Le Champion. Thank you. very much.
Les champions.
Number
It's
4.
not king, it's daddy.
Number 4, Nutty Buddy.
Ooh. All right.
Nah.
I do like some Nutty Buddies.
Oh, I gotta get my next pick ready.
I don't know what I'm picking next. I don't know what I'm picking for the rest. I quit.
Number 5, Zebra Cakes.
Oh, that's a good one.
Those are really good.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. Oh, yep. I know what I'm doing. I got this right here. I'm sticking with the kind of like the style of the snack cake.
Oh, Bo, are you getting the dopest ones?
I'm taking fudge rounds.
Mm.
No, you wipe that weird ass look off your face, Mark. Double stuff.
Twinkie.
Oh, son of a bitch! I forgot about Twinkies.
Twinkies wouldn't have made my top. They're not bad, but like again, what was said this round between you guys? Fudge rounds,
And zebra cake.
Swiss rounds or Swiss rolls, and what the hell else did you say that I just ate? An oatmeal cream pie. Those would have been, and cosmic brownies would have been 4th out of all 3 of those.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it! Is it my
All
turn?
right, James, you got 2 picks, buddy. Are you looking through your cupcakes?
Cupcakes.
Cupcakes.
James, you
Like
get another one.
Yeah, I know.
The chocolate with the swirl on top.
Yeah,
Okay.
those ones, not like actual cupcakes. Let's do the donut fair mini glazes.
Oh, the ones in the oh yeah.
Yeah, those ones are good. The ones that are like twisted, kind of that like are that taste like the most processed trans fat cupcakes that you could possibly have.
Yeah, they're almost like a cruller or whatever. Oh yeah.
Yeah, those are really good.
Honey buns.
Damn it!
Yeah, I almost took that with my second pick.
Honey buns.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Guys, this draft is on lock.
Right, boy, though.
I'm thinking. I have it typed down. I don't know if I want to hit enter.
You know you do. Who cares?
What?
Star Crunch.
What the hell is Star Crunch?
Interesting pick. Not what I was expecting.
Marshmallows, Rice Krispies, and chocolate all together.
Yeah. It's not a half bad pick. I'll give you that.
It's
Oh, the fact that you took oatmeal cream pies and fudge rounds makes me so mad at you. Those 2 are so good.
They are. They're so good.
Yeah.
Number 12 from Les Champions, birthday cakes.
They're not bad.
I don't think I've ever had one.
But I'm pretty sure everything else that's really good is gone.
Yeah.
That is also fair.
I might have to just admit defeat in this, except that Mark might win this round.
Number 13.
Oh, okay.
Brownies.
What was it?
Mini brownies.
Yep. I got it here. Number 14. Oh, crap. I can't type. Can't type again. I love these things. I would have them almost every day in my lunch when I was in high school. And that is a peanut butter crunch bar.
I was like, what? I don't think I've ever seen that in my life. And I ate lunch with you.
Never had one. He just found it.
No, I love them.
More than anybody else.
I love them. They're delicious. I have them all the time.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Tricks
the 4th reason I'm winning this week is because of the wonderful, delicious Hostess mini muffins.
I don't think I've ever had them. Number 16, Ding Dongs.
I was gonna pick Ding Dongs. I really was.
Yeah.
They're very good.
I'm stuck between 1 or 2. If I can spell it right, it's I want one of these every once in a while. It is Snowballs.
Snowballs.
That's all a pick.
I can have about one.
Coconut.
One is delicious, and then they get way too marshmallowy for me after one.
What am I gonna go with my last? I'm actually stuck right now. What do I want? All right, my pick. It's the little squares that have the chocolate chips on the top.
So like square chocolate chip cookies.
They're snack cakes. They're chocolate and they're chocolate cake, and they have like a filling in the middle, and they have white icing on the outside. They're squares.
I've never heard of those.
And the only thing I can find as their name is called chocolate chip. So I would put chocolate chips, maybe. I don't know exactly what they're called, but that's what I got. My last pick.
All right. I'm old. I like I like the cinnamon sugar together. It's a good deal. Coffee cakes.
I don't think I've ever had those either.
You got the cinnamon.
Man, this draft started so freaking strong, and then I've not known what most of these things have been.
Yeah,
that you guys have picked.
Jason, what's the last pick? I got an honorable mention though.
I do too.
Number 20, and the last pick of the best snack cake draft, Le Champion selects Devil Creams.
I don't think I've ever had those either.
Yep.
It's like Suzy Q's, right? One's Hostess, one's Old Debbie.
Yeah, it's like a Suzy Q.
Yeah, essentially.
Gotcha.
I was gonna say Stingers.
I have an honorable mention.
They're okay.
Mine is a more recent snack cake, and if you've never had one, you should give it a go. It's the mini bunt cakes.
Yes.
Yeah, they have lemon and they have strawberry. Are the two I found. I'm sure there's more flavors.
Do they taste like real bunt cakes though?
I mean, I don't.
I'm not a big bunt cake.
I'll be honest. I don't know if I've had a legit bunt cake in my life.
I used to have them all the time because my grandma always used to make them, and I've never been. They're just way too like cakey and doughy. Like they just taste like a
cake almost with icing. It's pretty good. I like them.
Honorable mentions. Mine is that I was debating between moon pies, but the chocolate ones too.
I don't know if it's like a regional thing that we call them this, but like whoopie pies.
What's the difference between that and a moon pie?
Well, the whoopie pies are chocolate cake with icing in the middle. Moon pies are like a cookie, right?
No, moon pies are marshmallow, aren't they?
Yeah,
that's right. Well, they have marshmallow in the middle, but
aren't they like? Yeah, but aren't they like? I didn't think so. I thought moon pies were just like marshmallow with like either chocolate or like banana/vanilla flavoring on them.
Mark,
you're right. It's filled with marshmallow. You're right.
Yeah,
whoopie pie. I've heard it's called whoopie pies. It's like two cake. It's like a
that's a devil cream.
Okay, yeah, it's like a circular Suzy Q or a devil cream.
Yeah, it's exactly the exact thing you're describing was Jason's last pick.
You kind of, that's fair. That's fair. Shut up, got it.
They all have different names. You know, we're all
unicorn cake.
I haven't heard half of these things.
Honorable mention.
I can't believe I fucked up and picked cosmic brownies over Swiss rolls. I'm so mad at myself.
Have y'all ever had a unicorn cake? Give it a go.
They're pretty good as well.
They are. We buy them at the E Squad because I feel weird buying them for like myself, so we buy them for the E Squad, and then I eat them there.
But now that
you get the charity and the reward.
When multiple grown men go to purchase unicorn cakes, it's okay, but when one does it, it's weird.
I got one more, and it's seasonal, and that is the cherry cordial Christmas tree cakes.
Just the Christmas trees.
Are dope.
Yeah, damn it! I didn't even think of those. Those definitely would have replaced definitely snowballs and probably ding dongs too.
Yeah,
I was gonna say the Christmas trees or the like the 4th of July like confetti cakes.
Yes,
but
the confetti cakes aren't a whole lot different though. I
was gonna say, aren't the zebra cakes essentially like the zebra cakes and birthday cakes essentially?
Thing.
Yeah.
But the birthday cake actually tastes like birthday cake. Like
okay.
Like they actually taste like birthday cakes.
Yeah. Are those the ones that are white with the sprinkles on them or whatever? Like or the sugar, whatever.
Yeah. All right, but now that my mouth is officially watering.
Before we go, if y'all are listening or watching, and you miss our good old pal, Kyle Sharkfin, we just got word that in 2 weeks, Mr. Kyle Sudfin will be joining us for a draft of his choosing, but we're not going to release that until the day of. But since he hasn't been here for a while, the guy who thought he was the king of all king champions, he's going to get the first pick because sucks.
Yeah, bitch, he never had a crown.
All right. Well, those two fight over the crown, and I go get myself a little Debbie snack cake. Jason, where can they find us, buddy?
Motherfucker, I hate the topic that he sent, though.
Bo, could you refer to me as
coming back with a vengeance?
All right, hold on.
Le Champion.
Where can they find us?
You can find us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. You can listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Anchor. Basically, wherever you you get your podcasts. And you can watch us on the YouTube. And when you do watch us, make sure you hit like, make sure you hit subscribe, and make sure you got the little bell on.
There you perfect timing.
A little premature on the first one, sorry.
We didn't hear it because it didn't go through. It was perfect. It worked great for the audio.
But that's going to wrap us up for this episode of the Deep Impact Podcast. And we'll see you same time, same place next week for a very soft play.
That autograph first in 2 weeks.